Hello, this is Myra Elaine on the Buying Space channel. I'm doing adult Bible studies inspired by God, summer of 2023. And the lesson for this week is about music. Sing to God. A focal passage is Psalms 51 and Colossians 3:16 to 17. The background text is Colossians 3:12 through 17, and the purpose is to understand how lyrics and music can be part of our spiritual practice. Now, the Bible verses for our daily readings are before the lesson, and I wanted to read 1 Samuel 2 1 through 10. And to give you a little background on this passage, Hannah was a brave woman of God. She married a man who had 2 wives. The other wife was very fertile and had lots of sons and daughters, and she could not bear a child for her husband, and this grieved her immensely. She went to the temple and she prayed, and she cried, and she prayed, and she talked to the priest, and she made a promise to God. It was not uncommon. I think it's cultural tradition. If you have, I think it's the oldest son that you give to God to serve, that maybe that was only in Levite families. If some of you are better versed in Israeli tradition, I mean, this is 1 Samuel, this is early on. If this was the case at this time, I don't know. But to dedicate a child to God. And here she was, very infertile. And if she had one child, that might be the only child she had. But she had tried so long just to have that one child. So she went to the temple and she made a promise to God. I will give this child to you. And she conceived a child and she bore a son. And after he was weaned, she took him to the temple with sacrifices. She brought flour and a bull to be sacrificed and other things, and wine to celebrate and to give to the priest and make a donation to the temple. And she left her son there that she had cried and prayed for and cried and prayed for so much. She left her son there to serve God. And the reason this is relevant to our adult Bible studies is this week's lesson is about songs and praises and prayers to God. And here is Hannah's prayer. Hannah prayed and said, "My heart exults in the Lord. My strength is exalted in my God. My mouth derades my enemies, because I rejoice in my victory. There is no holy one like the Lord, no one besides you. There is no rock like our God. Talk no more, so very proudly. Let not arrogance come from your mouth, for the Lord is a God of knowledge, and by him actions are weighed. The bows of the mighty are broken, but the feeble gird on strength. Those who were full have hired themselves out for bread, but those who were hungry are now fat with spoil. The barren has bore 7, but she who has many children is forlorn. The God kills and brings to life. He brings down to she shell of and raises up. The Lord makes poor and makes rich. He brings low and he exalts. He raises up the poor from the dust. He lifts the needy from the ash heap to make them sit with princes and inherit a seat of honor. For the pillars of the earth are the Lord's, and on them he has set the world. He will guard the feet of his faithful ones, but the wicked shall be cut off in darkness. For not by might does one prevail. The Lord, his adversary, shall be shattered. The Most High will thunder in heaven. The Lord will judge the ends of the earth. He will give strength to his king and exalt the power of his anointed. This was a huge victory for Hannah. She had prayed faithfully, and her faith was rewarded with a son. I haven't heard if this has been put to music. I don't sing. You all can be thankful to God that I don't sing on my channel. I do try to sing to the Lord, but I do so more privately, or I do so in a congregation to where my individual voice is part of the humming of the song instead of being out in the forefront, because my singing voice isn't all that good. So, but that doesn't stop me from singing. It just makes me selective on where I sing. As a soloist, no way would I ever sing. But I do read poems and prayers that are lyrical, and those are the songs of God too. And Hannah's praise is a song of God. Y'all have a wonderful and blessed day.